You are the head of global sales in a global 5,000 organization, which is part of a select group of companies representing nearly $60 trillion of revenue, with an average of $10 billion per company, over 130 million employees, nearly 70% of worldwide GDP, and an average revenue of over $350,000 per employee. So that's a very impressive company. So you have a huge responsibility for a very critical business unit that you take very seriously and which keeps you awake at night. And you want to build a number of virtual organizations throughout your company for certain critical departments and revenue lines that operate in parallel with their brick and mortar counterparts in order to mitigate the fallout from any potential global disaster or cataclysmic event. So instead of just relying on your organization's emergency and disaster response team to keep all critical systems running, provide urgent information, and coordinate emergency relief activities during a cataclysmic or other force majeure event, you want to go way beyond that, and which is to teach all senior and mid-level sales executives in your organization how to lead in a virtual organization environment during such cataclysmic event, so that the company can continue to do business as usual as if nothing had ever happened. It is a groundbreaking improvement to your organization's continuity of business operations plan. You're not talking about a leading in a virtual environment. You mean virtual organization environment, because that is the only environment where it is possible to truly lead during a global crisis. Let me digress a bit. You know, just a few years ago, if you had approached any of your colleagues or your boss about this very subject, they probably would have thought that you've been watching too many sci-fi movies, science fiction meaning, or perhaps you were in the early stages of dementia, losing your mind. But today, you'll get an award for innovation or being forward-thinking. So what a difference a day makes. In any case, let's continue. But the billion-dollar question you keep asking yourself is this: how in the world can I go about implementing such advanced and groundbreaking continuity of business operations plan, and where do I go? Well, worry no more, because there is already a very simple and cost-effective solution at hand. All you have to do is partner with Virtual Organization Recruiter in order to enroll all senior and mid-level sales executives in your organization in a Virtual Organization Leadership Executive Training, Assessment, and Certification program over a 90-day period. This training and certification program applies to both current employees as well as candidates who are being considered for such executive level positions. And that's all there is to it. Virtual Organization Recruiter, founded by the founder of the modern virtual organization management and recruitment disciplines, pioneered since 1997, is the world's only, and I mean only, virtual organization leadership executive training, assessment, and certification provider to organizations who are faced with that one issue that every single employer faces, which is how to train, assess, and certify people who are able to adapt and thrive and lead in a virtual organization environment, instead of having to use homegrown policies and procedures by well-meaning employees, of course, gut feelings, or the painful trial and error process. So partner up with Virtual Organization Recruiter and join other forward-thinking heads of global sales who are taking the continuity of business operations concept to the next level. All you have to do is click on the on-demand Virtual Organization Leadership Assessment and Certification link in the description of this video or at virtualorganizationrecruiter.com.